Hey guys, what's up? This is the Demon Corpse, and today we'll be talking about Necromunda Hired Gun, and this is in the Warhammer 40k universe, and I'm not that intelligent in the Warhammer 40k universe, I will say that. I've just seen a lot of memes of the God Emperor, the Space Marines, all that good stuff, and it's a cool series, and I've been very interested in checking out at some point in my life, and I mean, here's an example. Because I always wanted to play like a first-person shooter in the Warhammer universe, because I always thought, man, it'd be so cool if there was like a first-person shooter. And there was a third-person shooter called Space Marines, and we're finally getting a sequel to Space Marines, so I probably should check that series out. Shockingly, it's not backwards compatible. I'm rather shocked by that, but there's probably reasons by that. But as a whole, Hired Gun, it has potential. The only issue with the game is the frame rate. I played on Xbox. I don't know how good the PS4 or the PC version is, but by looking at the Steam reviews, it's not that great of a port, sadly enough. But it's a good game. I see the potential. Like, there are all the pop-ins, and I'm like, who cares? I kind of just get used to it. I don't really care. But you will see pop-ins and textures trying to pop in for some of the characters, but besides that, the gameplay was fun. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was just the frame rates. That was the only issue as a whole. Because when you're firing your gun and you're moving fast, your game will start to glitch out. And there were some areas where the game actually froze for I think 10 seconds, and then it just went back to gameplay. So, I mean, there is that. So you will kind of see that on some missions. But as a whole, the entire game is playable from beginning to end. And yeah, that's just a lot of glitches, as a whole, you could say. But should you play it? I would say yes. It's a really good game. It was a GameStop exclusive, so yeah. Yeeks. I would say the rifle copies of those games are probably going to be somewhat collectible. I'm just saying, just because you know how GameStop does stuff. They always open up the copies because it's GameStop. They like doing that. Don't agree with that, but it's their business. Not telling them how they run the business, but I think that's illegal actually. But besides that, I digress on that area. But as a whole, the other things that were really cool was the customization of the dog. It was kind of like a customization, but it was more like upgrading the dog, making it more like a cyborg dog. And he becomes very useful. So literally, because you lose health extremely fast in the game. That's why you have to keep moving and keep shooting people. And you can do melee kills to get health back. You shoot them, you get health back. But the cool thing about the dog is you can use it to take down other enemies that you can't get to yet. And each time you upgrade the dog, it becomes more easier for the dog to actually kill the enemy. And there was some bugs on the bosses. I will say that the bosses are interesting. I would say the final boss is extremely easy, and there's just a lot of issues that could have probably fixed on. Before the final boss there's another boss. He is a little annoying. I will say that he is somewhat annoying, so you will kind of get annoyed by that boss. But the weapons in the game, really fun. I really enjoyed a lot of the weapons. It does take time to reload, like a couple of seconds, and you will see that. It's not annoying, it's kind of like, why is it not reloading it? And then it does reload, and it's like, dang. There's that issue, but I mean, I'll give the rating now. The rating for this game, in my opinion, is an 8 out of 10. The reason why I'm being a little merciful is because the pop-in effects I don't really care about, but the frame rates, really, that's literally all the frame rates, and the kind of almost scaring me to death with going back to the menu of my console. That was the only areas I had a major issue with. Everything else, the game is good. And it kind of has some of the Destiny vibe where you press the button twice and you get like a jetpack. I mean, if you use the Titan ability, you get the Titan ability is like a glide, you could say. It's like a jet glide. I think that's like the Warlock. The Warlock is like you can jump twice. Maybe that's for the Titan as well. It's been so long since I played Destiny, but you get that type of ability, like a jetpack, where you get the go below higher. Really cool ability. And there are some side missions, but you don't really need to do those. But you get a lot of currency, so you can use that currency to buy more perks, upgrade your weapons. I didn't really see that much with upgrading the weapons, really. Maybe that's just me, but I did upgrade the weapons anyway, but I didn't really see a major difference. I still died a couple of times, so I was like, okay, I guess that's... I played on normal difficulty. I didn't want to play on hard. I don't even know what hard will look like. Yeeks. I'll pass. And there's even like ogres as well, like these massive ogres. Well, they're not ogres, but they look like ogres, and they have like different abilities. Like one has like a lightning, and they, it takes away your shield, I believe. And then there's even mechs in the game that come after you, so that's even weirder. And I mean, yeah, good game. I highly recommend it. And oh yeah, the females. There are actually a lot of females in this game, weirdly enough, and they look much harder than Mary Jane. And that's not a compliment, because this game came out back in 2019, so I'm like, yeeks, these women look better than Mary Jane. And this game is like glitchy with frame rate issues. I'm not even joking. Watch some walkthroughs of this game, or I think I've probably have an area within the game where you see these women. They look much better than Mary Jane in any way, shape, or form. And this game came out, I think, back in 2019 or 2020. I don't truly know, but yeah. A game that doesn't have a big budget does women better than actual a AAA game. That's crazy. And this game has frame rate issues. Think about that, people. Think about that. That's nuts. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I do recommend this game. It is fun, and it has potential. Just kind of get used to the frame rate sometimes, but you kind of will get used to it probably. But this game is awesome. I hope we get more games like this. I really do. I hope we get more first-person shooter Warhammer games. That would be amazing. And then when we do, everyone's like, there's too many first-person shooter Warhammer games. I miss the RTSs, and then it's kind of like a cycle. Have you guys seen that? Well, it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, we don't want these. Oh, we want them now. Oh, we want these. Oh, we don't want them now. It's weird. It's so odd how our generation is. We can't ever choose something. It just shows you the human psyche, where we can't just handle one thing. We can't be pleased easily, weirdly enough. But that's about all. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya, scavengers!